Hey everybody, welcome back to Tanisha Vlog. Today we are covering 5 manifesting methods, 5 methods that I have used and have worked. I'm really excited to share with you each really huge manifestation that I brought into my life and the method that helped to bring the manifestation into fruition. First things first, subscribe, y'all. Just take a minute right now. I'll stop. Take a second. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit like. Thank you so much. And please make sure that you pass this vlog on to someone that you know may have a goal or a dream and is kind of struggling to get there. Okay? So I'm just going to go straight down the list of all 5 of the manifestation methods that I have used and what particular thing that I was trying to bring into my life. Okay, first, I want to preface this by saying manifestation requires work. You have to do the work. This isn't like something where it's like I'm going to click my heels 3 times and be exactly where I want to be in life. No, you have to do the work. Manifestation requires that you do the work. Okay. Back in 2010, I ran across The Secret, and this is when I understood that thoughts become things. And I do have my book of notes. This is also my manifestation journal, which we'll get to that in a second. Okay, and so I realized that thoughts could become things, and at that point, I started to consciously manifest things into my life. Once I realized that thoughts become things, my whole life became about conscious manifestation. Okay, the first, and this is kind of vain, but the very first manifestation that I brought into my life was to become a socialite. Yes, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a socialite. I figured this was a small thing. I figured if I could get this accomplished, that, you know, the secret or thoughts becoming things really is true, right? I figured this couldn't bring any harm to anyone. And so, and also let me preface this by saying I became completely obsessed with Genevieve Jones. This is a woman who used to live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she moved to New York and became a socialite. And normally, if you're a socialite in New York, you need to have come from a pedigree, you know, trust fund baby. You have a long family. You got old money. I'm gonna just say that you have old money. Come from a top tier pedigree or whatever the case may be. You don't just come from nowhere. From others' perspectives, or from the other New York socialite's perspective, she just came from nowhere. And so I was so intrigued that this woman that came from nowhere came to New York and pretty much took over New York, which is her personality. And I said, I think I'm a pretty cool bitch. I think I can do that. And so I decided to do that, okay? I decided I'm going to become a socialite. What I did to bring that into my life were a series of repeated affirmations. That's all I did. Every single day, I listed affirmations that I believed socialite me was, okay? And so I want to take a break for a second to share with you that when you are trying to get what you want in life, you have to make sure that you are on the frequency of what it is that you want in life. Okay? So think about what it is that you want right now. How does that make you feel? Keep that feeling. Hold on to that feeling. Make that feeling your feeling. And even if you don't feel that way yet, say that you do until you do. That is a repeated affirmation. And so I'm just going to share with you a few of the ones that I used to say. I used to say I am fun, I am love, I am a beacon of light, I've got a great personality, and everyone wants to be around me. It's fun around me all the time, every day. And I was working as a master control operator at a TV station. I worked in a fucking box. I was none of those things at that time. I was not fun. I was not a beacon of light. I was not... You know, I worked by myself, sometimes overnight. It was miserable. But I knew in order to get on that frequency of being a socialite, how does this socialite perform, or How is this socialite being? What are they doing? I decided every single day I'm going to come into work and this is what I'm going to tell myself every day. I am fun. I am loving. I am a beacon of light. I've got a great personality. People love to be around me. And eventually, I ended up resigning from my position at the TV station, and I ended up moving back home and became a what? Socialite. I became a co-host on an independent radio station. It was a show called Beats and Breakfast. I started hosting shows. I started meeting more people. I was out all the time. Here's a really cute photo of me at the Juicy J concert where I was able to go backstage, and that was really fun. So I was able to find myself in rooms and in spaces that I never thought that I would be in, all because I decided, excuse me, I have someone calling, all because I decided to speak that life into fruition. Okay, so that was one, repeated affirmations. The second one, the second conscious manifestation that I made was moving to New York. I decided once I came back home, I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a socialite in Richmond. A socialite in Richmond is so boring. And so I was like, I think I want to be a socialite in New York. And so I took my talents on the road. Now, I didn't just pack up my things and go, because I definitely didn't have any money saved. I didn't know what I was going to be doing, who I was going to be staying with. I didn't know anything. I had a blank canvas as to how this was going to work out. And that is the best way to manifest anything, a blank canvas, okay? It's not a blank canvas as to how this was going to work out, but I just knew I don't want to be a socialite in Richmond. I want to be a socialite in New York. This time I created a vision board, which you see here. How's that look? Nice. As you can see, I've always had an affinity for really nice things. You see that there's a Chanel sign on here, Versace. Lala looking just amazing as she wants to. A lot of great words, jewelry, all of the things that I aspired to have while I was in New York, I put on this vision board. Luxury, love, name brands. I mean, I just wanted all of that. And so I put this on the book. I put this on my vision board. And vision boards are really, 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 really good because they activate the senses. So once you see it, you can feel it, right? You can hear it, you can smell it, you can taste it. And so vision boards bring your dreams or your desires some tangibility, all right? And so I created this vision board. I pinned it to my ceiling, actually, and I looked at it every single night. Eventually, I got invited to attend a brunch with the amazing Bevy Smith, and 3 days turned into 5 years, okay? The next manifestation, conscious manifestation, would be finding my own place after a really shitty breakup. So this time last year, I was moving into my new place. June of last year, I was living with my ex-boyfriend, and I didn't think for a second that me and him would not be together. But by July of 2019, he was breaking up with me, and once again, I would have had to have gone back home, and I did not want to go live at home anymore. I said before the school year started, I have to manifest my own place. So the way that I did this was through Voodoo. Yes, people. I manifested a new place through Voodoo. Now, you're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is Voodoo? Voodoo may not be everybody's cup of tea. But I also need you to understand it is not of the devil. It is not dark. It is not nothing. But, it's not nothing. It's not none of that. Voodoo was created by Black people. Essentially, it is for Black people. Hoodoo is what is how we made do. It's how we made do back in the slave times, so that Massa would know that we were healing ourselves naturally, or protecting ourselves from white supremacy back in the day. That's all hoodoo is. It is remedies. It is protection. It is spells, for the lack of better words, that have been passed down by generation to generation to generation, just for our survival. Okay, don't be afraid of voodoo. And so I used voodoo. What did I do? I decided that I want, an ex-friend of mine was moving out of her apartment, and her landlord was like, you don't have any rental history, your credit score is shit, I don't know if I can give you this place. And so he was kind of on the fence about giving it to me, because I just, in New York, don't nobody give a fuck about your rental history. You know what I'm saying? You got the money. And so I was in a lot of sketchy situations, okay? So I didn't have any rental history. I didn't. And so he was kind of on the fence about giving the place to me. And so for weeks, I walked around with the address. So I wrote the address on a piece of paper. I put the address in my shoe. And for weeks, I walked around with the address in my left shoe. Voodoo. And I got the place. I got the place. So voodoo. That may not be your cup of tea. Asking the ancestors for extra assistance, because it wasn't a thing where I just kind of jumped out there and was like, this was something I felt led to do, okay? From my ancestors, from spirit, it was just kind of you need to mark your territory. And so that is what I was led to do. Now, if you want to try your hand at it, I'll drop off a few links. Actually, you know what? Check the description box. There's some information there where you can learn more about voodoo. It's not evil. It's not the devil. It definitely got me a place when I needed a place. Okay? Voodoo. Fourth. The fourth one would be moving into the townhome that I am now in today. Now, you're like, girl, just last year you was doing hoodoo to get that other place. Yeah, I know, but because I needed to move. I needed my own space, okay? And I love my space. I love the house that I hoodooed into my life. I love it. But there were minor things that were not being done by maintenance and the landlord, and my money was in a hole. So I had to move. It was time for me to get somewhere where there was maintenance and there was some all-inclusiveness and some shit like that. And so I made it very clear, this time around, I want a 2-bedroom townhouse with 1.5 baths. And I was I want it to be luxurious. And no, it's not luxury, but it's definitely a 2-bedroom with 1 bathroom. The half bath, which would be the half bath, fun fact, is actually my cat's bathroom. So we still got our half bath, okay? You want to know how I manifested this? Scripting. I think scripting is one of my most favorite ways to manifest things in my life, whether it be money, new clothes, any of the sort. Scripting. And so what I did was I scripted what it felt like, what it looked like in my new home. I said that I wanted a washer, a dryer, a dishwasher. I have all of those things. A washer, a dryer, a dishwasher. I even have cable. All of this is all inclusive. I scripted the hell out of this shit. And I was I get up in the morning, I look outside, the window's right by my bedroom. I'm able to wash clothes every day if I feel like it. I don't ever have to wash dishes anymore. I can just throw them in the dishwasher. I made it very, very, very detailed. When you are scripting, you want to script as if your life depended on it, okay? What do you see yourself doing How are you doing those things? How are you moving? Okay? You are literally writing a script. You are scripting your life. Okay? So let's review those really quick. We've got repeated affirmations. We've got a vision board. We've got Voodoo and scripting. Okay? The fifth thing that I am currently manifesting, and I'm not going to tell you what it is at the moment, is a combination of all of those things. Okay? Every single day, I am doing all of those things. I am looking for things to put on a vision board, items, pictures to put on a vision board. I am listing repeated affirmations for my exit plan. I call it my exit plan. That's what we're going to call it. I don't really want to go too deep into detail about what I'm doing hoodoo-wise to bring into fruition, because this is like ancestor guidance actually, but I am doing a little hoodoo for my exit plan, towards my exit plan, and then I am scripting the hell out of my exit plan. Let me see if I can find something. So, for example, this is a script that I wrote for the thing that I am currently manifesting. I am standing on the steps. I'm not going to complete that sentence because that is very telling. I am standing on the steps, taking in the morning fresh air. I have never smelled anything more fresh. I have never felt more free. The sun is rising over the mountains so beautifully. I'm just finally free. I am released from all expectations. I am free to write. I am free to record. I am free to document. I am free to see, smell, taste, and touch beauty every day. I can have it all, and I am having it all. See? Put yourself in that space and really feel it. And really dig deep and feel it. You hear me? All right, y'all. Few things I want to leave you with. Important tips for your manifesting methods that you're going to use to bring in some great shit into your life. Important tips. Set it and forget it. You cannot worry yourself. Once you've scripted it, like let's say that you're going to dedicate 10 minutes to scripting your life today. Like right now, I'm just going to script my life for 10 minutes straight. You script your life, close that book and move on to the next thing. You'll script about it tomorrow, the next day. You have to set it and forget it. You cannot worry. What's that saying? If you're going to pray, don't worry. And if you're going to worry, don't pray. Don't do it if you're not going to be like, if you're not going to be confident, which is another thing that I have. The confidence is important. Like once you've made the decision, you have to believe it. You have to know that it is coming. You have to know that it is happening. You have to know that patience is required. And this is your moment to be patient, to be virtuous. Okay? Once you've made the decision, believe that it is yours. Okay? I think that's it. How do you all feel? I hope that those were some really great tips. I hope that you all can use them. Again, reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about these manifesting methods. If you want to tell me what you've got manifesting, or if you want me to give you a little bit more information on what it is that I'm manifesting, feel free to reach out to me, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and I will see you all on the next video. Do I want to tell y'all what the next vlog is about? No, I'm gonna surprise y'all. Y'all are gonna be so weak. We're gonna get this ass back in shape. Okay. All right, y'all. Peace. Oh, and happy manifesting.